AskReddit. What would 12-year-old you think of how you are now? 12 me, you're fat. Me, you're spelled properly. She wouldn't waste her time thinking about older people. Anyone over 30 was not interesting. They mostly still aren't. Sadly, I'm over 30. I was an idiot at 12, so he'd think I was cool. Now me is an idiot too, but I only think I'm kinda cool. I'd be very impressed. I was overweight, depressed, basically friendless, and didn't know at the time, but being an adult now, it is very clear, some kind of attention disorder. Had horrible grades, because I just didn't care, parents didn't, so why should I? Wasn't into sports at the time either. I'm now in a successful position in a very successful company, with a great social life and an awesome little family. I just bought a house I'd never in my wildest dreams thought I'd be able to afford. I'm still about 20 pounds overweight, but my husband likes my curvy, button chest, so I call that a win, I suppose. Don't get me wrong, there have been plenty of ups and downs, but overall, I'm doing alright for myself, which is something I'd never thought would be the case at 12. Jealous of the allowance my boss gives me, little does he know, it's actually pitiful. As a kid it would have seemed like a fortune. Then again, you could have paid me in video games and candy. Everything's relative. Disappointed at best. That's all you've done. 12-year-old me yells. I'm 48, and basically all I've done is raised 2 kids. Never held a job longer than 4 years. Hey, you have Star Wars. It's right here on the shelf. Hey, why is it on the shelf? Why aren't you watching Star Wars? You have Star Wars. Can we watch Star Wars now? You're going to drink that much? At 11 AM. Wine is just jam you can drink. Now pass the toast, and don't judge my breakfast. 12-year-old me had no friends, was bullied, and hated everything in his life. He had fears of getting fat, dying alone, and spending his days hidden from the world. He would cry at how well we've wound up. Married, working as an engineer, with a home, a baby on the way, sheetloads of close friends whom I love, and would do anything for, and the kids who used to bully me wound up exactly where they belonged. He would honestly think I'm like the coolest guy ever, and be pumped about the future, but that's just because he had really bad taste. I get to eat that much McDonald's, and do nothing but play video games every day. Awesome. Why are you crying? I'm more fit now, so he'd probably be like, damn bro, nice biceps. He would be disappointed, because I'm not a professional football player or a rap artist. That little delusional brat. The me of today is what the 12-year-old version fantasized about becoming, a performing musician and instructor/professor. Can only speculate, but I think the 12-year-old me would be surprised and pleased that it actually happened after years of study and hard work. Disappointed because my life is nothing like she wanted. 16-year-old me would be proud of me dealing with my issues though, and I think that matters more. Probably nothing. That would require me taking my mind off of my hot math teacher Miss Harper, and that rarely happened with 12-year-old me. You turned out exactly how I expected, but somehow, I'm still disappointed. I expect nothing, and I'm still disappointed. Honestly, he'd think I'm awesome. I came out much more attractive than I ever thought, for starters. I get to make pictures for a living, and the minor success I've had with my band and writing music all while being in a long-term relationship. Only downside is still living with my parents, a sheetload of student loan debt, sometimes crippling anxiety, and a minor drinking problem. He would think I was a loser because I put down the skateboard and started actually trying to be a part of society. He would call me a ducking loser.